Hey guys, we are back with sales for Wednesday. Interesting day here today because we wouldn't have made goal if it wasn't for a new platform that we're selling on. We sell stuff on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari up to this point, a little bit on Amazon for Linda. We added one more platform this week and we had our first sale. So babe, anything?
Literally yesterday.
Yeah, we added, yesterday was it the first day?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm like, I wonder when something will sell. So I've been listing random stuff that's already been cross-posted to some other platforms, and we already had our first sale. So let's go over what sold in our business today, Linda.
So we had 6 sales on eBay for...
Which is low.
Yeah,
We've been averaging over 10 pretty much every day.
System, they're just hating on our account.
No. We don't know what it is. We're not going to start casting judgment on what it is. But I have been listing, so we know, we've been at least staying active there. But slower day, but a couple of good items going out. So how was it? 6 sales for?
6 sales for $266,
okay.
And then 1 sale on Facebook Marketplace for $40 plus shipping.
And the Facebook Marketplace sale, again, was an item that just got listed, I think, yesterday, and it's been on the other platforms now for a couple weeks. So we just went to Savers a couple weeks ago, and we bought this there. So we'll do that first. So our sale for Facebook Marketplace, these Elephant and Piggy books by Mo Williams.
Gerald and Piggy.
There's like, I don't know, 11 of them. 3, 5, yes, if my math is correct. They were $1.20, another $1.39 each, but you get 2 free every 5 that you, or 1 free every 5 that you buy. So we got 2 free.
Was it 5?
Yeah.
I thought it was.
Or buy 4 get 1 free. Yeah, buy 4 get 1 free. So 2 of them are free, and then I think we got 20% off the rest. So that ends up being whatever it ends up being. And really, after taxes, you only get about 11% off. So, anyways, we're probably in these for roughly 10 or 12 bucks, maybe 13, 14. I picked them up because it's a nice set, really good condition books, and they sold for 40 bucks on Facebook, plus shipping. So on the other platforms, we are not doing free shipping. We don't really know the platforms that well, so we're just kind of starting off with
eBay is our only free shipping option right now.
And because of some of the changes, we might have to charge shipping or be careful with those golf clubs and stuff. We'll have to see how it goes with the UPS pricing. But for right now, on the other platforms, we are charging shipping just to kind of protect us a little bit in case of a bunch of returns or issues. We know the eBay system well, so we can do free returns and stuff. We know how to work it, but to our benefit. These 40 bucks on these, great deal. They're going medium mail shipping. And one thing I like about,
nice.
Yeah, they're good condition, like really good quality, good looking kids books.
Yeah.
We've had a couple other interest on Facebook on some other items. We had a camera up there that someone asked some questions about, and then someone wanted to buy some Imagine X figures, but they thought we lived in Michigan.
That happens a lot because you put local, but if you put local and shipping,
yeah,
it
and
puts
I think
it on there
defaults
and you think,
to local and shipping. And
you
people are used to
there,
Facebook Marketplace because she goes, "Hey, can you do a porch pickup?" I'm like, "Well, if you want to drive to California, sure." So she didn't buy them, but first sale, happy about it. Let's get into eBay though. Hopefully, we'll see more across all of our platforms. Again, the goal is for these other platforms to supplement our business, not to become our bread and butter. We don't think they will, because eBay has such a diverse, market there with potential buyers, but we are hoping to supplement, and in this case it got us to our goal. So
but like I told Cameron earlier, Facebook Marketplace I believe reaches out to almost as much of a diverse group as eBay does because everyone and their mom has a Facebook.
Yeah,
so.
I think Mercari and Poshmark have a lot less buyers than eBay. I saw some poll that said it was much different.
I think Poshmark is definitely a younger crowd.
Poshmark, I think, is growing too. Like for the clothing world, there's like something cool, I guess, about it. I don't know what cool is, but and Mercari for younger for sure. A lot of our kids or stuff that I think the youth would buy have bought on Mercari.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. So we're still feeling out the platforms. If you guys are selling on these other platforms, let us know what you're finding sells well. If you sell hats, I'm selling all my hats on Mercari or Facebook, whatever. And even if it's something that seems basic, let us know so we can kind of judge it accordingly, because we don't know what to list where. We're just kind of taking some shots in the dark and also listening to some other viewers or YouTubers that we watch. But let's get into the eBay sales. That's probably why you're here.
This is a Christian Community Bible. It's little. It's a
little warping to the cover, but it was $1.
It is the Pastoral edition. It is faux leather, and it sold for $20 shipped.
No money left in here. I'm always waiting for the one Bible that's full of money that I hear about. The legendary stories.
Legendary money Bible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They're out there supposedly.
Then a $700 manual buy. We have a 2000 to 2003 Honda Insight manual for $70.
This is our second one to sell. We have no more left. So kind of sad, but here's a funny one.
This is out of dead stock, guys. This is a 2-pack of MJB coffee, one decaffeinated and one
sealed.
caffeinated.
They're vintage.
Vintage sealed coffee.
I think they were from the 80s. We listed them as a prop. I didn't see a year on them.
No.
But I think it was 80s based on my research. But anyways, they were, I probably have $1 or $2 into to both of them combined, and they sold for
$34 shipped.
So I guess for a prop or something pretty cool.
And then next up, Cameron bought a Sirius satellite, and we parted it out.
Not the whole satellite, just the radio.
No, the actual satellite.
I don't think I can acquire one of those legally.
Big one.
Anyways.
But this is the Power Connect car dock, and that one sold for $23 and some change.
Guys, that whole setup would sell for about $30 shipped, the whole case of everything, if you sold it as a whole unit. And shipping's going to be over priority mail shipping. We've parted it out. We sold this for $23. We sold the little docking or the little mount piece for $10. And I don't know if we sold the antenna yet. We did sell the receiver for $15, but it was returned because the buyer realized it was an issue on their part. But they opened it, so we got it back, and we refunded them only half. But that would have been $15. That's $38. You can make more parting this thing out, especially if the pieces are sealed. Next is an item we've sold before. We had two of them.
Next is a tool. This is a Besky
She's the boss. I just work here.
This is an SK tool. It's an interchangeable magnetic multi-bit screwdriver.
So normally you'd have a little cap on here, and you could store little bits in here, and then you clip them in here, and so that's what it does. But we have none of the bits, and we don't have the cap.
But it still sold for $16 and some change.
16 and some change on its way.
And then our last sale. This is a 1995 Smashing Pumpkins promotional poster, Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness. So who knows what promotion it was.
I think I spent $20 on two of these from my main source. We sold the other one for $100. It sold within a couple days of listing, and it sold right away.
It went international.
Did go global shipping. She's right. This one's been up for a while because it's on a 10% off sale. I just sent an offer out for $70 to somebody else, but they didn't accept. But someone came through and paid
$90 shipped.
$90 on this. So we spent $20, $190 shipped on posters. So pretty good there. We'll probably upgrade the shipping above first class based on what it sold for. But that's all we have right now. We're waiting on a couple of payments that came through today. A couple of things we're going to cancel and relist because it's been too long. I've heard a lot of people complaining about non-paying buyers. Guys, we get them too. I try not to mention it too much, but they happen. I just give them a chance, and then I just relist it. Life goes on. Yeah, usually I know you can have it where they pay automatically on buy it nows, which we do. I think maybe for offers you can too, but I don't know if ours is set. Whoops.
There goes our profits.
But guys, it does happen. So don't be discouraged. It's just the way it works. Cancel, relist, start over. Don't get bent out of shape about something that you can't control. Linda has no sympathy. So.
No, I don't.
She's a real sweet person sometimes.
You want to complain about something, I'll give you something to complain about.
She complains about her own stuff, though. Don't let her fool you. Anyways, that's all we got for right now. Oh, and yesterday we sold a pair of Volcom board shorts. Yes. We didn't show the video because we didn't have enough time, but they were $2 brand new with tag, and they sold for I think $28 shipped or 26 and some change or something like that. 20-something bucks went out first class. So we'll put a screenshot up here so you can see it, and then we'll see you guys in the next video, the next clip with what sells on. Hey everyone, we are back with the sales from Thursday. So you just saw the first part of the video there, Wednesday. Was that the day we made goal? I forgot already.
Yeah, because of Facebook.
Yeah, because of Facebook, we made the goal our first sale over there. Today, we shot way past the goal just on eBay, and we still had another platform chime in with another sale. So super blessed. One of these days, they don't happen like this that often, but we'll definitely take it. I told Linda, I'm like, check the eBay app.
Yeah, he texted me, he's like,
1 o'clock.
Check eBay. I'm like, oh no.
It was like crazy. 14 sales. 17 by 1 o'clock. And I don't know how many we finished with.
22.
So we got 5 extra ones since then. I mowed the lawn, so I haven't showered yet. I'm a little gross. Anyways, probably scare away some subscribers. But how did we do? What was our total?
So today we had 23 sales in total. 22 of them on eBay and 1 on Mercari. The one on Mercari was $39 plus shipping, and that is an Angry Birds plush. Which
we've mentioned, I think, in the first part of this. Mercari for toys.
Yeah.
Angry Birds. We sold a Five Nights at Freddy mask. I have a Five Nights at Freddy's plush I'm going to cross post over there now. I crossed it, I think, all the Angry Birds, but the toy stuff, the kids stuff, the thing that's popular for them, that seems to be selling over there. So $39 for this little guy.
Yeah.
I got a whole bag, like a whole box of little Angry Bird plush, I think for $5 or $10. Yeah. We've sold a couple for 30 and 40. Some are 15.
But look out for them. People want them for some reason.
And this is a small guy, 4 or 5 incher. So.
And he sold for $39 plus shipping, because we are doing shipping on the other platforms.
Yes. So there's some new listings or first listings on Mercari that are free shipping, but I'll let you know. Everything else I list there will be with shipping. Same with Facebook, same with Poshmark. Okay, first item on
our total for eBay, 22 sales for $1,020.
Wow, hit the 1,000 mark, which is pretty cool. Especially when our goal is 300, so that's 3 times our goal. So that's pretty awesome. Not something we've done a lot. We've hit it a couple times, usually because some big ticket thing sells.
Yeah.
Which there is one. If you look around us, you might see something that's not usually here. Any guesses? No, that kind of helped the total. But everything else was good too. So first item, this total,
even without that, it's still an awesome total. It's
still a double or something, triple. Or almost. It's double. More than double. Yeah. Anyways, let's get into it. First item.
First item, we have Halo Combat Evolved, the anniversary edition for Xbox 360, and that one sold for $17 shipped.
That was a couple bucks at a garage, so that was the first thing to sell at like 12 something in the morning, and then right after that,
we got a Tamagotchi. This is a new Tamagotchi. It's a Galaxy Purple Bondi.
In 2018.
And these, Cameron picked up a bunch of them at Walgreens, I believe.
Yeah, they were originally $20, but I got them for 75% off. So $5 a piece. I bought 15 of them, something like that. I bought all they had, cleared them out. We sold a couple of different sets, and now I've been selling loose ones. So. And
this one itself sold for $29.
So at your Walgreens after Christmas, if there's some clearance, it's harder now. More people look out for this stuff, but depending on your area, take a look. They still do Tamagotchis every once in a while, so might be worth it there.
Then we have a Dell docking station with the
power cord
and everything, and that one sold for $52 shipped.
This was $5. I don't have a laptop really to test it with. I just powered it up and all the functions seemed to work that I could use, but like it showed that it had stuff plugged in, like the Ethernet cord and everything, but that's it. So that's as far as I tested it. But the original owner said it worked, they just don't need it. So
then, out of the $700 manual buy, we have this first set. This is a 2007 Acura RDX. They are getting the 0708 service manual and the 07 ETM. And that's
both used. Definitely a used condition.
And those sold for $100 shipped.
$100 shipped on those. So again, the manual buy keeps paying. We're going to see more of it too before you get done with this video.
Yeah. Then we've got a bestie buy. This is Black Flag, last show. This
crazy because it looks like it's just there's like no markings, but it's legit. The other ones are listed like this.
And it sold for $28 shipped.
We'll probably have to be careful. I don't know if it came like this in the plastic, but this is how I acquired it. So it's in good shape, but yeah, that was, I think, in the Rolling Stone buy technically.
Then that was $700 manual buy. We have a 2002 Acura NSX service supplement manual, and that one sold for $30 shipped. I will say we sold a supplement manual the other day for a Prelude. Got a return today. The guy goes, this is not a service manual. I can tell by its size. Item not as described. Well, just for your information, buddy, it's a supplement. It's not the full manual. It just adds a little bit of new information to the original manual. So he opened an item not as described. I'm going to reach out to eBay and say the guy is totally inaccurate. This is the supplement. That's all it is. That's what the listing says. The guy's just pretty much an idiot. He didn't read the listing, and he thought he found himself the best deal of the century and bought the full service manual for only like $25. So funny how that works. But some people, guys, on eBay, we get them too. They just don't read. The guy didn't read. He didn't see what he had. He just bought it thinking he got a deal and ended up getting something he wasn't looking for. So we roll with it, but it is annoying, but just know it happens. Next. Then we get a pair of Vans. These are the low tops. They are red, and they are sold for almost $24 shipped. $24, paid $2 on those. They might go padded flat rate. They're kind of smaller. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Next item. This is Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare for Xbox 360, and that one sold for $10 and some change. This is the great Platinum Hits one. It always sells, though. Red Dead stuff people like. It's actually a pretty fun game. Then we got a pair of Polo Ralph Lauren striped canvas shoes. Yeah, they kind of look like a Van style, basically. Yeah, and these sold for $3, I think. For $34 shipped. $34, we'll take it. Then a $700 manual buy. We have a 97 to 98 Honda CR-V manual, and that one sold for $80 shipped. And then we have a San Diego Padres hat. One of our local teams, relatively. And that one sold for $21 shipped.
Plus, San Diego's a military town, so if you're familiar, so camo stuff, military stuff usually does well for there. So that one sold. Like if you get a military, well, when the Chargers were playing there, a military Chargers jersey, people will buy it.
Then we got a PS2
a lot of video games going on.
I know,
today.
I was excited. This is GTA. I was going to say Game of Thrones. This is Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto before.
No, I haven't. 3-pack right there, and that sold for $37 shipped.
Okay, I'm going to say a little story just for fun and giggles here. So, my cousins, a long time ago, they were not supposed to be playing Grand Theft Auto. I'm not going to say any names, but they were not supposed to. No. Well, off camera we'll say. They were not supposed to be playing. And, of course, they acquired the game. And they were playing, and one day their dad, my uncle, came in and said, "Hey, what game are you playing?" And he goes, "Oh, it's a Japanese racing game." So he just drove around, not doing anything shady in the game, which you can do, obviously. And he lied to his dad, and then eventually they got caught, and they got grounded. But it was funny, because he just tried to play it off as it was just a racing game, and then just drove around so nothing bad happened. And eventually his parents found out. So
next item, deodorant. This is some of our last. Yeah, we have. I saw one set down there, but we'll see what else I've got in there. This is a pair of Alba Botanica deodorants, and those sold for $22 shipped.
And if you're an Alba Botanica person, because you've been following us and you're a big fan, this stuff has made us a lot of money. We spend about $6 or $7 per set of 2. We make about $9 to $10 after fees and everything every time. So very good profit, and we've sold probably 40-50 cents of those. So that's the joy of multi-quantity.
Then we've got a Lapco fire resistant long sleeve work shirt. It is a large regular and sold for $22.50.
It has embroidery on it already from a different company, so they're not as desirable, but people that use these for personal use or for something like that will buy one just to use them, because they still are the FR stuff. Next
up, we got the Left Behind, the Kids series. We have books 1 through 15, 17 to 19, 21, and 25, and that set sold for $20 shipped.
Would have been better to have a whole set. A lady or a guy, somebody messaged me and said, if you'll do 20, they were on sale for 30. If you'll do 20, I'll take them, because someone said has a couple more books and you either sell them for 25. So I ended up saying, nah, I don't know. And then I eventually just accepted the offer, because I'm like, I just want to get rid of them. We've had them
they
for
take up a lot of room.
And they just get moved around, and it's kind of hard to find which ones go where. So just happy to see them go. But a whole set of the Left Behinds, yes, you can sell it a little bit better. Next
up, we have Barefoot Contessa, Back to Basics, and that one sold for $9 shipped.
That's from the $3.50 book buy. We don't have much left, and that obviously wasn't the best one.
Yeah. And the big ticket item.
Right here.
This.
If you didn't see it, it's like, how not?
Is a vintage 80s or 90s San Francisco 49ers satin starter jacket. It is a 2XL in gold. It's beautiful. Is this the one I washed?
Yeah.
I washed it, made it all beautiful and clean. The collar is back to white instead of the nasty gray it was.
It's a 2XL, which for an 80s or 90s jacket is good to find. Granted, it's not the same as a 2XL now, but you find them in a lot of mediums or larges, but getting a 2XL makes it a little bit harder to find. I got this for $5 at an estate sale. I saw it. There was someone right next to the coat rack, and I'm like, you better not touch that coat. And she just walked past, and I grabbed it, put it on her arm. I'm like, I'm not letting you go. And he goes, you can make a pile. And it's like, I made a pile of other stuff, but I did not put the jacket down. Because I'm like, I know what these go for. I actually found one of these, and I sold it, and he returned it. I think he wore it to the game, because he bought it.
That was right at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and it smelled like it had been like worn. And I was like, and then he returned it, and it happened to be right after the Super Bowl. This was back, I think, when they were playing the 49 or the Ravens, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know, or maybe the Chiefs. It was what it was. Something happened, and I got it back, and I ended up giving it to my mother-in-law, because she's a 49ers fan, and it actually fit her. At the time, I already listed. I didn't think about that she would wear it, but she really liked it. So she has one, and she'll parade it around when it's football season.
She wears her jersey, her jacket, her leggings, and her shoes that are all.
And I don't even like the 49ers. But I gave it to her, and so I knew it was valuable. But I found this one, and I'm like, this is even better, because it's a 2XL. It was in pretty good shape. It was a little bit dirty, but it wasn't holes.
There wasn't anything bad on it. I just had a few stains.
The buttons are a little bit kind of like worn, but overall, it's got a lot of life left. And someone buying this jacket, they expect it to have some wear.
Yeah.
It has character that way. So again, $5 in. Linda cleaned it up a little bit, just like she did the Vikings one we sold the other day for $100. We sold a Vikings one for $100, same type of jacket. This gold 49er sold for best offer
$287.50.
Good $5 purchase. Had it at $350. Knew that was way high. That was like just a crazy price. I wanted to field some offers and see where the market was. Some have sold as low as $150. You know, for a different size. I'm like, mine's bigger. I'm gonna see what come through. A guy from Northern California bought it. So I'm like, this is probably a real fan or someone who collects 49er stuff or whatever. I'm going to send, I think he's from, is it from Hayward? I think that's up by Oakland or whatever. So I'm like, yeah, he offered $275. I said $300. He goes, let's cut it in the middle, $287.50. I'm like, deal. So he was so happy. He kept messaging me about it, how he wanted it. So, please accept my offer. And I'm like, cool. So yeah, $5. That's an awesome sale. Huge, guys. You don't always find those kind of buys, but if you see this gold jacket, one time I saw a guy wearing it. I was like, I will literally buy that off you. I'll give you $100. I didn't tell him that, but in my mind, I'm like, I would do that.
Cameron
I've told
hasn't
Linda, my bucket list is to buy a jacket off somebody. There's a guy at church who has a giant starter jacket, super nice, and I was like, I'm not gonna say who it is, but he wore it a couple Sundays ago because it was cold, and I'm like, man, I should buy that off you. But he said he loves the jacket, so he's not gonna sell it.
We'll wait.
Anyways. Everyone, you know, if he gets tired of the Giants or something. But out for these starter jackets. All of them have some value, but some of them, like this one, I think the Raiders one does pretty well. There's some that go crazy. Like I said, Vikings not as much. Next item, it's over here. It's kind of covered up.
It's a T-Mobile shirt out of the big lot of T-Mobile stuff. It's a size small. It sold for $13.50 shipped.
We sold a bunch of the T-Mobile shirts. Some of them, like the vest and stuff, did a little bit better, but the best thing to do with the shirts was lot them up. This is one of the ones we had by itself, and it is a woman's size small.
Yeah. Next up, we got some, well, you can't see their face, but...
I put them in here. No, man, you can't see them.
Littlest Pet Shop. These are a pair of Cocker Spaniels. They are the brown one and the yellow one. And these two sold for $40 shipped.
$40, guys. There's two things you shouldn't sleep on that I love buying.
I'm talking Littlest Pet Shop, guys. Look at these.
Still selling. These are so, like, why? I don't know. But I love finding Thomas the Train in bulk. And I love finding Littlest Pet Shops. Because you can part them out and make so much money because people collect them. My friend and I, we always talk about these and Thomas the Train, that we love finding them. It's exciting. These were at Savers the other day. I found that bag, showed her for $3. We sold the Greyhound for $15 right away, I believe. The puppy, Greyhound puppy. And then now we got $40 for these. So we're $3 into whatever that is, $55. And we still have a couple other odds and ends, plus the bulk of them that we're selling together as one lot. Yeah. So we'll probably end up with close to $80 to $100 for a $3 bag of Pet Shop. So keep an eye out
for them, guys.
Yeah, and there are fake ones, so you have to do some research, but if you can find the right ones, there's some money. Next.
And then our last sale for the evening. We still have an hour and a half, so we'll see what happens. But this is Minecraft for Xbox 360, sold for $20 shipped.
Just the disc, and we actually just sold something.
Oh, live sale.
She just looked, and then my watch went off. And
live sale. Live sale.
They're right here. Wow, that's so crazy.
Pair of Adidas.
So
sitting
we
right
have a
in front
pair
of
of shoes here that they were supposed to be put away. And we didn't have bags. We ran out, so I had to order them. And they were sitting. Then I grabbed them one day thinking they sold, but it was a different pair of shoes. And they've been sitting here, and I haven't bagged them, and they just sold. So that's crazy.
And these sold for $55 shipped.
$55. These were from the weed buy. Basically, what I mean by that is I went to a house and bought a bunch of shoes, and apparently they must grow weed there because every one of their shoes smelled like weed.
Our whole garage smelled like it.
And so we washed them, I think, twice.
Yeah.
Put them through twice.
And then shoved them with
dryer sheets, the smelly ones. Yeah. And then we sat them outside in the sun for a whole day. And it worked. Only one pair still smells a little bit on one part of the shoe. Yeah. The inside of the shoe smells fine, but there's a part on the front, it's a different material, it still smells. But these smell good. They smell nice and clean. Linda will prove it.
Yeah.
They smell clean, right? I mean, it's a little overwhelming because they're so clean and shoes don't usually smell this clean, but it doesn't smell like weed. And you can tell these things are just clean shoes.
Yeah, they are.
So $55. We're in these for $10, I think.
Yep.
When I was there, I must have just been like a contact high. I didn't realize how bad they smelled. Because I got home and I'm like, what's that smell? And then sure enough, I go to the shoes and I'm like, oh, it's the shoes. I'm like, how did I not realize that?
And the bag was like sitting on our table right here. And it was like you walk in the garage and you got like 6 feet and it was like...
So we sold another pair already, I think, for $40 out of there. That orange and whatever pair. We may have sold another pair too. We sold at least 2 so far. So I think we spent $40 on everything, and we're already pretty much doubling up, and I have more shoes left. So it was a good deal. Don't recommend getting a bunch of shoes that smell like weed. Probably not the best thing. But if you do, wash them, put some dryer sheets, and set them out in the sun and see what happens. It worked on most of them. So that's it. That's all we got. Unless there's another live sale or something else comes through, Linda will be back, and we will see you guys in the weekend sales next. Take care. Bye.